Good morning, come on in guys. One hand's on the wall and just rotate here. We are working back and abs today. Release. So if you have a pole to warm up with or a resistance band or something like that, grab it out now. Release that side. Rotate round as far as you can. One more. Okay, still with the wall. One hand is going to go on the wall. We want this hand to stay exactly as it is. We don't want it rotating as we move. So what we want to do is create distance from the wall, straighten out that arm, and then we're going to rotate as we turn in and bend the arm and then rotate all the way out. Nice big rotation, bend the elbow as you come in, rotate round, hand stays exactly as it is. And switch it over. Other hand goes on, create space, open up your rib cage, hand stays on the wall, does not move from that position, open out nice and wide and then rotate it round. So just getting rotation through the spine, warming up a little bit in the upper body. Grab your bar, we'll take it down. Well, actually, before we do that, just bring your arms out to the side and rotate here. Rotate. Fold it forward, pinky out, open, close, open. We do have our Cuban press in today, I think. Either way, let's sweep here. Hold the arms there. Pull down, squeeze, 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 shoulder blades together, and up. Squeeze, and up. All right, all the way down into your kneeling position. We will go for a scapular press. So just on all fours there, nice and wide with the fingers, squeeze shoulder blades together and release. Squeeze shoulder blades together and release. Okay, so if you are new here, I'm Jo, your coach, and I will talk you through the exercises as we go. What we have is 12 rounds, 2 minutes of work on each exercise, and then we move on. So there's no repeating, no coming back through and forth. We have a minute break between each round, and once we're done, we move on. Open out, reach. And let's go to the other side. Reach all the way under and open out. If you do have something handy, we're going to lay it down on our front and just work a little bit into our shoulders. From our full laying position, just warming up shoulders and back. Okay, so pole is going to come out front. If you have the mobility, if you're able to lift and go behind your head with that pole, I want you to do that. Otherwise, pull here, release. If you're able to, pull here, release. Pull here, release. Go for a couple more. One more of each. Release that pole down next to you, and this time we'll lift up and just pull the elbows back without it. So lift up, nice big pull, release. One more. This time what I want you to do, if you have something that you can pass around your back, you could do that. Otherwise, as you lift up, try to reach here as far as you can. My mobility there is limited. As you know, this is something we are working on. So if you can't reach your hands together, don't worry, we're going to work towards it. All right? This is something I used to be able to do quite easily, and not so much anymore. Push up and back. Okay, we'll come into our standing. Tuck the toes under. Walk it all the way up. Rotate the shoulders out. Anything else you want to do, get it done now. Otherwise, we are going to get straight into this here. If it's hot where you are, grab a fan if that's going to help you. The heat does affect some people. Make sure you have water. Don't want anyone passing out on me. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, we are starting off with rows, okay? But we're going to be so nice and wide with the feet. You're going to fold it all the way forward so you're flat in the back. Opposite hand grabs onto the opposite weight there. Keep them in this position, and then as you get that nice big reach in, rotate as you pull back. Come back through. Rotate as you come back. So pulling into your pocket or towards your hip. So first 2 minutes there, and then as we move forward, I'll let you know what we're doing. So if, like me, you don't have any heavier weights to work with, just slow it down and focus on mind-muscle connection, holding in the back for a couple of seconds. Getting a nice big rotation and stretch as you go back down to pick up that weight. You could go for speed if you want to turn it into a bit of a more cardio intense or endurance style workout for yourself. But no matter what you're working with, there's always ways for you to challenge yourself with different bits of equipment. Get that nice big stretch in there. Don't hunch the shoulders up. Get that rotation from the back. Pull from there. Rotate. Stop, release at the bottom, so you have to engage. Re-engage each time. You might start to feel this in your lower back, which is perfectly normal because it is working with the rotation. Okay, release those weights. We have an upright row. So you can either stick with the dumbbells. I have my barbell here. So with dumbbells, with a barbell, with a resistance band if you don't have either of those. Hopefully I can get set up on time, otherwise I will just rock with the dumbbells because I don't want to take away from the work time. Seconds, upright row. Two minutes of work here. Okay, and you have options. Okay. If you have the dumbbells, you're starting here. Same with the barbell, and you're just pulling up. So arms don't go beyond shoulder height. We don't want your elbows passing up by your ears or anything like that, just there. If you have heavier weights, you can go here, get momentum from there, and then pull up. Otherwise, strict pull from here. We have pull downs next, or a Cuban press, which if you have your bench, you can pull that in to support yourself. If not, don't worry, you can still do exactly the same thing. You will just have to support yourself. So making sure you have good form with that and your other muscles are switched on to assist you with the movement. Keep pushing. So for these, you might want to go a little bit lighter. So it's kind of like a shoulder press, but for the back. I'll show you. Alright, drop that bar off. I am going to use the bench to support myself for this one here, so just there, it's fine. Slightly lighter weights. So a reverse shoulder press essentially for the back. So we're going to be completely straight here with the shoulder pressure usually angled forward. Here we are working the back, squeezing as we pull down. Cuban press. Okay. Oh, quite heavy already. I'm going to drop down. So pick suitable weights for yourself because we are rocking for 2 minutes. If you have to drop down, there's no shame in that. Go for it. Squeezing the back. If If you need to mix it up for yourself so that you can make it through, add in the front raise, then go for that press there. So you get that little release. So where you should really feel this is in your upper back. Come on, don't clock watch, it's not going to go any quicker. Once we're done, we move on. Slowly on the way down. Just 10 seconds. We may need the bench, might come in handy for the next one. It's not necessary at all, but it just does come in useful if you have it there. If not, don't worry. Okay, so that would have been a lot harder if I was standing, because I would have to maintain that position. Okay, so what we have is a reverse crunch into a bridge. So just chuck that deck off. You don't need any weights here. You can all go off to the side. Find a space. Right, with this reverse crunch, I would say generally legs all the way over, but if, like me, you find that your legs overtake these sorts of movements, hands down by your side, reverse it back there, feet go down and push up there. Reverse it there, crunch in and push up. If you want to go lengthen through the legs and tap all the way overhead, again, welcome to do that. Otherwise, bend the knees. You get more engagement in the core with the bent when the knees come over the hips. So it's like when you do hanging leg raises. A lot of people are working their hip flexors with the straight leg, and they only come up to hip height. That's all hip flexor. You need to bend your knees and really crunch up beyond the hips, or lift your feet all the way up to the bar to actually engage the muscles that you want to work there. Although you will still get some good work in, it's not primarily targeting what you think it is. So you work these things out for yourself through feeling the movement and the work in your body. So don't just cruise through and do things just for the sake of doing it. If it's not targeting the muscle that you're trying to work, then I won't say it's pointless, because you'll be working something, but it's not going to help you to reach your goals. So, like with the Cuban press, that is an actual exercise, but a lot of people think they're working their shoulders. You see a lot of new people in the gym. It's very hard to actually injure yourself from doing exercises incorrectly, because there's so many different variations. You just won't be working what you think you're working. All right, we are down again for the next one. We have windshield wipers. So 15 seconds, today's nice and relaxed. We don't have any high intense sort of days with our strength work. It will come in July. It won't actually be high intense because we'll be doing plyometrics, which is going to be controlled, working on increasing our power and our speed. And we are going to build up nice and slowly, since we haven't been really working on increasing our VO2 or anything like that with these sorts of sets that we're doing. So it will be a slow builder. If you want to straighten your legs there, you can, if you have the space. Otherwise, just there. Hands can be out at shoulder height. Tap all the way down and then pull all the way over. So again, rotating through the spine. We've only got a couple of seconds left here. I know the rounds can seem quite long when you're not doing much. Okay. Good. Full reach over. So with or without a weight, it's up to you. So this is quite a nice one for the core. Good for mobility as well. All you're going to do is lengthen through arms and legs with the weight here if you want it. Arms are overhead. You reach all the way down to your toes and then go all the way back down. So make sure you are rolling gently through the spine. Arms all the way overhead. Push the legs down. Reach and then slowly roll it back. Reach. So you will feel yourself lengthening through the legs, and then as you go back they'll come. But I don't want you shifting your position. You shouldn't end up in a totally different position by the end of this. It's a little shift forward and then roll it back through. We're moving. What you could do is, let's go for the reach. Reach all the way, come back here, rotate, rotate, arms go up, slowly roll it back down. Reach, rotate, rotate, arms come up, next to your ears, and then all the way forward, sit it up, rotate, Arms go up. I have moved. Reach. 'And release. You have 1 minute here. Okay. So, how intense it feels is going to be on you and the weights that you pick to work with here. So, if you're finding that it's not that challenging, it's because you're not picking the right weights for yourself. So you need to increase there if you're able to. Okay. If not, just keep it there. And we'll look to do that as we move through. So get used to the exercises first. Okay, we have a rotating deadlift this time. So these exercises I did want to work with dumbbells. The only option I have to increase the weight is using the barbell, but we do have to get the single side working as well. So we're only going for one side. So let's stagger. Stagger 1 foot, hold that weight in the opposite hand, and then straighten up. So nice and straight with that leg. There, really nice and straight. There's no bend in the knee, it's fully locked out. Get a rotation in. Because you're working with a light weight, this shouldn't feel like you're going to break your knee or anything like that. If you're working with heavier weights, have that little bend in your knees. But if you're working like me with low resistance, just focus on getting the rotation and locking out the leg so you get full stretch down the back, and you're working to strengthen up the tendons and ligaments as well, which are supporting you as you move with that resistance. So nice and slow, really feel it. Okay, we have a lane pullover next, and then we work into the other side. And then we've only got a few more exercises to get through. So because the knee is locked out and we're pushing back, we're really getting that all the length through. You should feel your muscles really, you should feel the muscles popping through. Okay, with the bench if you have it, if not you're laying on the floor. So I'm using the bench here just to get a little bit more of a stretch over as I pull. So we're going for a lat pullover all the way over. A lot of times what you see with this is people arch their back. Do not arch the back, you need to push through. Core is engaged, you're targeting the lats. I'll talk you through as we go, but if you're on a bench, sit it down, relax there for a minute, well, for 15 seconds until we go. Weight is going to be between your hands here. Lay it all the way down. Same thing if you're on the floor, just lay it flat. Press your back, engage your core. Weight starts over the top of your chest. Pull over. See, with the bench you can get further over. Nice straight arms, and then pull it back until you feel the release. Don't come all the way back up top because there's no tension there. Nice big stretch, pressing the back, don't arch, and lift it back. Once you feel the tension release, that's your cue to stop. So you don't need to come all the way back to the start position over top of your chest. If the tension release is there, then from there you go straight back in. Try and straighten up the arms if you can. Again, that is going to help strengthen up tendons and ligaments, working in the lengthened position. So fully lock out if you can. I know that might not be possible for some of those who have conditioned their body to always have that slight bend, like myself. So it's relearning how to move in a way that works for you now. Or in a way you want to move forward. Okay, so if you do have your elbows locked out here, you might be thinking, oh, I can feel that on my arms, inside the elbow. That is normal, especially if you're not used to locking out. That's a good sign, because you're going to build your strength there. Okay, we work to the other side. With our rotating deadlift. So I want the knee fully locked out if you can. Okay, staggered. Opposite hand is holding that weight now. Lock out that knee, just there. Reach, come back through. Stand up nice and tall. Butt moves first. Reach, try and get a bigger rotation. So if you can end up with that weight outside your foot, that would be perfect. Otherwise, as you are trying to increase mobility with the movement as we go, as we get more comfortable there. Stand up nice and tall. Lock the knee. Hips move first. And back through. And again. So sometimes these exercises can misguide your thoughts, because you'll think, yes, it's going to be nice and easy, it's only a lightweight, but when you make some little adjustments to the actual movement pattern, it can be shocking sometimes. You're not always as strong as you think you are. And it's good to know that, because then you have more to work on. Okay, shake through. So yeah, I am feeling it there, but you do notice as well, ooh, how how much it gets into the muscles and they fire up. All right, this time what we have, I haven't done these for a while again, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but what we'll do is we're going to roll all the way back, tuck one leg, and then try and push ourselves up. Okay, I've got cramp in that leg now. Shake out, shake out. Okay. Roll it all the way back, tuck one leg under. If you need that hand there, roll it back, tuck. If you have the weight, it's going to make it easier. Then you have that for support. Otherwise, use what you have around you. Push all the way up into the kneeling. Reverse it back. Tuck that leg under. Use momentum with your arms if you need it. And then from here, you might want to put your hand down and just go there. Switching legs each time. If you're finding this quite easy and you're not using your hands for support, I want you to come up into standing. So from there, up into standing position, and then you can reverse it back. So kind of like a get up, if you like, which I think we do have in this program at some point. So we have those to look forward to. Okay. For now, we just do the best with what we can. We need to practice. Okay. Single side leg lowers. All right, those are our last two exercises. We're going single side leg lowers, one side, then the other side, and then we are done. So you can take it all the way down if you wanted to. If you've got a roller, you might actually want to grab that, although you won't need it because we work in single sides, but if you do find that it helps you to put this and then lay down on top of it, and also that will help you to get a bigger range of motion as well. Okay, so just there, we're going one leg and back. Let me come in a little bit so I'm with you. Okay. Tap and back. Find yourself a good position. Tap and back. Just one side. Okay, if you don't find that comfortable there, you don't have to be with the roller. You can start off fully laying, press your back, and just go for the single leg lowers on the floor. you actually get a nice stretch in the hip flexors here as you go down, lengthen through that bottom leg and then pull it back up, and all the work is going into the core, working the deep core muscles. Okay. So you don't want that the roller on your low back, it's on your upper glutes. All we do is go to the other side and then we're done. We are done for today. That's it. So while we do have our more relaxed days here, what we could do is start to incorporate some stretching during the minute break as we move forward. Stretching out the legs, since we did have a lot of work for the legs through the month of May. Okay, lift up, lengthen, tap as far down as you can go and then pull back, tap. Hands can go down for support if you need it, otherwise they can go all the way overhead, they can come across your chest. Nice and slow. If you have ankle weights that you want to pull out this month, just chuck them on, and some of the exercises, they will come in handy, like this one here. If we had ankle weights on, just to make it a little bit more challenging. Because we will be moving to our full body sets. We only have a week here where it's more relaxed and just easing our way in with the upper body work. Rest. Pull the knees up. We are done. Knees come all the way up. If you've got that roller there, drop down, release the roller. Let's bridge it up. Hold it there. And drop down. Okay, well done guys. If you have anything in your way that is going to stop you from getting a good stretch in, move it out. Lengthen through the arms. You can keep your legs as they are. Grab onto one wrist, pull down to the side. Same thing on the other side. And then if you just bring your feet together from there, relax. nervous system. I don't want you to leave with any stress in your body. Let it go from now, so you can have a nice peaceful day. Okay, let's roll it up. Lengthen through the legs. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's grab our bench in. We will use that. First, we're in our all four position. We'll breathe into the back. Breathe in. Breathe in. Okay, let's bring one arm under. This time we're leaning into it. Ooh. You can bring your arm up around the back. So all your weight is going into the shoulder, unsupported, and can go down. But this is probably one of them ones that women can do and men can't. Let me know. If you fell on your face there, I am gutted. I wasn't able to see it. Okay, lean all the way in, lift that hand. Okay, let's tuck the toes under. Or actually, while we're down here, let's bring the bench round before we come back up top. If you have a bench there, grab it out. Okay, you're just going to grab onto your bench. So you can just go into child pose if you don't have a bench, but otherwise we're just getting a bit of a deeper stretch here with the deck, which is all it is. Just there, and then come up top, hands go nice and wide, and we're going to push to one side and straighten out that arm. So bending the elbow that you're going over. So kind of like our Cossack squats, but with the arms. And release. Okay, turn it round. Grab onto that bench, edge yourself forwards. What you could do is push up, drop through, push up. Edge out slightly more, push up, drop through, and drop through. Okay, if you don't have great shoulder mobility like myself, that one is going to be quite uncomfortable, but we need to do it because we want to increase our range of motion there. All right, let's tuck the toes under, push back, bend at the knees, step in, roll through the shoulders as always. Well done. We will be back tomorrow with shoulders and chest. So I look forward to seeing you guys back then. Take care and have a great day. Keep moving, keep moving.